Hello everyone and welcome to today's video session. I'm Randeep Singh and today we are going to study about velocity and acceleration. So first of all, velocity of a body is the distance traveled by the body in a unit time in a given direction. Or we can simply say that the velocity of a body is the speed of the body in a particular direction. As we all know, speed of a body is the distance per unit time. But when we talk about velocity, is the speed plus direction of motion. So speed plus direction, what will we call speed plus direction? It will be called displacement. So velocity is simply displacement per unit time. Displacement per unit time. And as we all know, displacement is a vector quantity. That's why velocity is also a vector quantity. So when we talk about velocity, we know the direction of motion of the body plus its speed, and the SI units for velocity are meter per second, as the SI unit for displacement are meter and for time are second. That's why SI unit for velocity are meter per second. Now moving further, next term is uniform velocity. So when a body is moving along a straight line covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, the velocity of the body is said to be uniform or constant. So when we talk about uniform velocity, the speed of the body remains same plus the direction of motion of the body also remains the same. The body never changes the direction of motion. For example, if a train is traveling at a speed of 60 km per hour along a straight track, in that case the velocity of the body is said to be uniform. So likewise, velocity of any body can be changed either by changing the speed of the body or by changing the direction of motion of the body or by changing both speed and direction of motion of the body. So we can change the velocity of any body either by changing speed or by changing direction of motion or by changing both speed and direction of motion. So when a body is continuously changing its velocity, in that case we study the term average velocity. For example, in practical situations when we are traveling by bus or car, the velocity of the bus or car is continuously changing because the bus and car has to apply brakes and to take turns. So in that case, in that practical situations, we studies the term average velocity, which is nothing but the mean of the instantaneous velocities. So, and when velocity of a body is changing at a uniform rate, then the average velocity will be arithmetic mean of initial and final velocity of the body. In that case, average velocity will be equal to u plus v by 2. U is here initial velocity of the body and v is final velocity of the body, and v average is the average velocity. Okay. Now the next important term is acceleration. Acceleration of a body is defined as the rate of change of velocity of the body with time. So acceleration is change in velocity per unit time, or we can write acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. So change in velocity is v minus u, as v minus u is v is a final velocity and u is initial velocity. So this term is the change in velocity upon time taken, and we all know that velocity is a vector quantity, and that's why acceleration is also a vector quantity, and the SI unit for acceleration are meter per second square. Because the SI unit for velocity are meter per second and upon time, that is second, it will be equal to meter per second square. So in that way, SI unit for acceleration are meter per second square. So special cases, acceleration of a body will be equal to 0 when the body is moving along a straight line with uniform velocity. That is when v and u will be same, in that case acceleration of body will be equal to 0, because they are neither changing the speed of the body or not the direction of motion. And the another case is acceleration of body will be positive when v will be greater than u, that is final velocity will be greater than the initial velocity. In that case the motion is said to be accelerated motion. For example, when a body is dropped from a height. Now when a body is dropped from a certain height, its velocity is increasing as the height decreases due to the acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.8 meter per second square. So students, you will learn about acceleration due to gravity in the coming chapters. So till then just learn about that example, so don't worry. Now third case, acceleration will be negative when final velocity will be less than the initial velocity. In that case negative acceleration is called retardation. For instance, when a body is thrown vertically upwards, in that case acceleration acting on the body is negative acceleration, because the gravity, that is acceleration due to gravity, is acting in the downward direction, and due to that velocity of the body is continuously decreasing, and that's why acceleration is negative acceleration or retardation when a body is thrown vertically upwards against the gravity. Okay students, that's all for today. I hope all of you have understand it well. Thanks, have a great day.